First time. Attacks the first pitch, hits it a ton, straight away center field. Gone!
Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host. If you want to follow a channel that knows everything about Mets history, you want to watch a channel that'll tell you what I think, and I will debate you if you write to me. I will talk to you unlike other channels. I'll just ignore you. I will never do that. I read the comments. I appreciate the comments, and I will debate you if I feel I need to. But if you follow baseball, as I do, and I think you all do, the Boston Red Sox really are a disaster. And I'll give you a couple examples. One, they let their shortstop Xander Bogaerts leave without giving him any kind of competitive contract extension last year. They let him walk with an opt-out. All they're going to get is draft picks. He goes to San Diego. Yesterday, it was reported that they signed Justin Turner to a 2-year deal. 1-year guarantee and a player opt-out. Justin Turner is 38 years old. The Boston Red Sox are probably going to finish in last place in 2023. They are a complete, total disaster. And if you've been following, Chaim Bloom seems like he doesn't know what he's going to do, and he's probably, within the next year, is going to get fired from the Red Sox. Now, as Met fans, we don't care. But they're negotiating with their third baseman, RAFAEL DEVERS, who's 26 years old. He's going to be a free agent next year. And they're trying to, quote-unquote, re-sign him to a long-term deal. They've hit an impasse. And it seems like there's a lot of rumors over the last day that he is probably going to get traded. I don't believe he's going to get traded. I think he's going to just sit out the year and play in Boston, and he'll become a free agent. Chaim Bloom does not seem to have any kind of sense of urgency up there from somebody that's an observer of all these teams and stuff. It doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. It doesn't seem like he really cares. But there are teams that will be in the mix for RAFAEL DEVERS if he is traded, which includes our New York Mets. Now, the Mets don't seem to be wanting to trade any of their prospects. However, they were very much willing to sign a long-term contract to Carlos Correa, which, in a way, I'm glad they didn't get him. I'm not a big fan of him. Now, RAFAEL DEVERS is a different story. DEVERS is younger. He's 26 years old. A big-time left-handed bat. He would bat perfectly and would fit perfectly batting fifth in the New York Mets lineup, the way it is built for next year and beyond. It seems like several teams are rumored to want to make a trade for Devers. And the Mets are going to be rumored. Mets are going to be rumored with every team now. So we have to get used to it. This is the reality that we live in with Steve Cohen as the owner. So there are other teams that are involved with the Dodgers, the Giants, or that would possibly be involved. The Seattle Mariners, they're always involved. The Texas Rangers, hoping they can win more than 75 games with Jacob deGrom down there. The Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Now, for all intents and purposes, what would a RAFAEL DEVERS to the New York Mets trade look like? Now, as I said, he's 26 years old. This is RAFAEL DEVERS. He's only a few years older than some of the players that would be going in a trade for him. For example, Brett Baty. Brett Baty is 23 years old. He was Mets' number one pick in 2019. He played a little bit last year in August, I believe, July, or whatever it was, for the Mets, and then he got hurt. He is a guy that would be the centerpiece for any kind of trade for RAFAEL DEVERS. I would also mention Ronnie Mauricio would probably be another piece in a deal for RAFAEL DEVERS. Now, if you don't know about Ronnie Mauricio, he's a switch hitter. He played, I believe he played in Double-A. I think he played in Brooklyn last year. And Double-A last year in Binghamton. He was just named the MVP of the Dominican Winter League. So he's had a big offseason. So his value is skyrocketed after he had a rather mediocre season for a prospect. His value is as high as it could get. So these would be the two centerpieces for any kind of trade for Devers, specifically with the Mets. Now, I would mention about Mauricio. With guys like Mauricio, with Beatty in front of him, and with Vientos in front of him, he's not going to be the shortstop on the Mets. You could see him going in a deal to the Red Sox, being their shortstop. The Red Sox can justify moving Devers for two guys that are everyday players, and Beatty and Mauricio. That would be the start of a trade. You'd probably have to give up one of the Mets' top pitching prospects in a trade for Devers. These are the kinds of things. I don't need to go on Fangraph, and all this. It's just common sense stuff from the past. Past will tell you where pieces go, where trade pieces go. So you would probably have to give Calvin Ziegler, Brett Beatty, and Ronnie Mauricio in a deal. If they want one of the catchers, I would have to think long and hard on Parada. I don't want to really move him, especially since he's only been here a few months in the organization. But they would probably want another pitcher, in all likelihood. But that's the kind of move you'd be looking at with the New York Mets, in particular. So, just give you an idea of the names that might be bandied about. Do I believe Devers will be traded? I don't think he's going to get traded at all. Because like I said, the general manager up there, he's incompetent. He thinks he's running the Tampa Bay Rays. As you know, he came from the Rays. So he was the assistant general manager down there. He's running the Red Sox like they're the Rays. They're not the Rays. The Red Sox are one of the big market teams in baseball, one of the preeminent teams in baseball, along with the Yankees and the Cubs and the Mets and the Dodgers and the Giants. So they have to be run a certain way with a certain expectation in New England. And they're not being run the proper way for them. So I don't expect this player to be traded. And if he is, it will not be for the value that the Red Sox fans are going to want. But you let me know what you think about this video. Where do you think Devers is going? Is he going to get traded? Yes or no? You tell me in the comment section and I will answer you if I can. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you later.